These are fast ways. Am I saying abandon cold digital prospecting for the LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram? No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying you need to incorporate these other things into what you're doing so that you could be effective. So let me talk about a few tips for the cold walk-in real quick here before we wrap up, because I don't want to go to 50 minutes today because, I've done it a few times, and so I want to give you guys a shorter one this time. When you're doing the cold walk-in, so I've given you some tips. Stay away from the corporate. Stay away from, rooms to go and stuff. Those are corporate. Stay away from Ashley's. Stay away from different things like that. You need to start to become familiar with what is a franchise and what is an independently owned business. So you become familiar with that. Here's another thing. Once you're familiar with that, you need to dress in business casual. Okay, don't come out there in your jeans, and don't come out there also in your Sunday best unless you dress in business casual for your Sunday best. Because when you want to be typically a step up at or above where your prospects are at, but not too far above where you're weird and you're a fish out of water. So you're walking around in a three-piece suit with your hair slicked back, looking like you're in the mafia. You look weird, okay? You look like I can't talk to you because you're some banker. By the way, ain't nobody wearing three-piece suits anymore. So wear business casual. Here's a tip. It may seem insignificant, but it's not. Go easy on the cologne or the perfume. Okay, I've trained a lot of people in my life on the cold walk-in, and they turn people off because they have too much of the damn perfume or cologne on. The person you're talking to can't focus. I've seen it over and over again. They take a step back, because you thinking like you're smelling like Salvatore Ferragamo, or you sound like you think you're smelling like, whatever the latest smell good is. By the way, I'm a huge fan of colognes. I have been all my life. I like them a lot. But I want to suggest to you that people shouldn't be able to smell you unless they're hugging you, and hopefully you're not hugging your prospects. They're going to send you into jail for that. No, but just kidding. But don't be so smelling that people can smell you. Stay away, all you hippies, from your patchouli. People don't, you don't need to be smelling like hemp and all that stuff, and nature and all that. Have no smell. That's the best thing. Have no smell, where you're completely neutral. So your clothing and your smell and your appearance need to be neutral. They need to be nice, but people need not to be saying, "Man alive, you see the suit on that dude? Woo! Wait! Did you see those cufflinks? Oh man, he was looking fly." No, then you would have failed. At the same time, if they're like, "Damn, yo, you could at least get the cat hair off you by going to the dollar store and getting one of those roly-poos and rolling yourself so that you look presentable." Damn, lady, you could at least iron your shirt, okay? Or you could have got the pit stains off that shirt, or should have checked yourself before you wreck yourself. You got your deodorant stain because you put on one of those tight shirts. Now the deodorant is on the side of your shirt and you're looking like a goof. So you need to be neutral in your disposition. You want to be like, "Oh, look at the pretty lady in the sundress." Okay, you would have failed. The goal is not to look pretty or to look handsome. The goal is to get an appointment, to be neutral in your appearance. Neutral so that they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about your offering, your elevator pitch, your opportunity to get the appointment. Don't come in. Here's another big tip for you. Okay, we go over a lot of this and more in our cold walk-in curriculum. But don't walk in with a bunch of stuff in your hand because you look like you're selling a life insurance policy. No shade to those selling life insurance policies, but you look like you're selling something off the rip when you walk in with a binder or something in your hand, or the worst of all, some kind of suitcase or briefcase. Look, I see people walking around a briefcase. What's the matter with you? This ain't 1955 where we're walking around with a briefcase like Superman. Okay, we are Clark Kent before he's Superman. We don't need to walk around with our briefcase like it's a beautiful life, all right? Like it's that one guy, the Cary Grant, okay? We don't need to do that. This ain't 007 1968 edition. This is 2018. We don't need to be carrying a briefcase. Walk in with nada, zero, zilch, with yourself, looking neutral. Last big tip, with a big smile. Okay, I don't care if you don't like your teeth, if you got some discoloration, you got some gap action, you got, okay, it doesn't matter. Smile big, smile profusely. Okay, we fire people who don't smile. Because there is no neutrality. You're either happy or you're unhappy. If you're walking around looking like, oh, I'm Mr. Professional, you look unhappy. When you're walking into someone's business, it's like walking into their house. And you need to come in unthreatening, smiling, looking neutral, happy disposition with your pitch to get the appointment. We cover the pitch in the program because I can't get in that here. It's too long. And having a clean, concise pitch to get an appointment and then to talk to them about what you offer, okay? And so these are some tips. I want you to go out there and I want you to get familiar with walking in places and making that happen because it's so powerful. You will get a lot of appointments. You'll make a lot of connections, and it's fun. I'm Aaron Jenks. I'm here to help you, here to support you. Over and out.